Well, he said that if you have a business, you didn't work for it. You got a bunch of other people to thank, but whatever you had, you didn't work for. So, and this was news to me because I thought I worked for OTAL. I thought I came up with this, this is my brainchild and this is my show. Totally, it's not. Obama let me know, and it's not even anything to do with me. I was given the opportunity by everything around me, just the community gave me the opportunity. It was given to me by, I don't even know. Just this feeling of niceness created off their live, if you can believe that. And it had nothing to do with my hard work, my 5.5 years of working at being in radio. None of that. Every person who opens up a gelato shop, they didn't do that themselves. That wasn't their own company. They didn't go to a bank and legitimately say, I want to work in the gelato industry. And had to find a bank that decided, oh yeah, we'll give money to you. That's profitable. And then every time that works out, you can't thank your hard work, your ingenuity, the fact that you sat down and you came up with a million different awesome recipes for gelato. No, it's just society. That's who you can thank. It's not your hard work. It's you're building off somebody else. Your company's not your company. You're just building off something somebody else did a while ago. You ought to thank them. Because God forbid you pat yourself on the back after a hard day's work, right? Would he not even say that about himself? This dude's rich. This dude's got a ton of money. You might not know that, but he is the president. He's doing okay. He did work to become president. He wasn't given that. So why does he get that and then turn around and be like, nobody worked to get the things that they have. You got it from me. Think about that in 12. Think about that when it's time to vote. That job you have, thanks to me. I did it. You can thank government every time that you wake up. You can thank government for being there to keep you alive during your sleep. Because that's my job. You can thank Obama. Are you fucking kidding me? How big of a fucking ego do you have? Just how does your brain spin fast enough to start thinking up thoughts like that? That's just like, oh, that fucking makes sense. I'm just going to say that and it's going to be recorded. And yeah, no big deal. I'm the president and yeah, you don't matter. I matter. Well, I think you're full of shit. I do. Because I worked really hard for where I am right now. Trust me, it's not even that much. It's not even that much. But I'm proud of the fact that, in a world where a lot of people don't even move out of the house. Because how are they supposed to? Most kids, how are you supposed to live? I ask this question all the time. How are you supposed to live in this day of age? When you have to go to college to get a good job, which means you have to borrow all this money that you can't pay back, and then the first job you do get, it's minimum wage, it's not even what you get a degree for, and it's certainly not enough to pay back that loan, let alone pay for rent and car insurance and everything else that you supposedly have to pay for, all that food that you need to eat so you can eat 3 times a day and have a good diet. How the fuck does a kid coming out of college afford any of that? Of course they're going to go back and live with their parents, with the house that's already bought. I'm proud that I moved out. I'm proud that I did that because not everybody can say that they did that at the age of 22. And I did. And I'm proud of that. I'm not thanking the government. The only thing that they've done is made it more difficult. Every time that you take my income tax out of my paycheck, which isn't even not even that grand of a paycheck, but you still take out 50 or 70 bucks, it makes a fucking dent. Every time I pay sales tax, every time I got to pay for insurance, you're taking money out of me that could have been saved towards food, rent, and everything else that I need. Not even fun stuff, not even Xbox games or anything off the Steam network, just stuff that I need to eat and live, and enough money so I can have a house. So yeah, I'm impressed that I beat you. I'm impressed that I beat the system that you created that makes it this difficult to live in this day of age. I'm proud of that. And now, after all that you've done to make it difficult to get to where I am right now, you're gonna say it doesn't even matter. Anything you worked for, it's because of me. You're only there on the good grace of the government. Fuck you. I worked hard for everything that I have, and it's mine. It's not yours for your taking. The fucking money I worked for is my fucking money. I don't want anybody else to have. I don't care what good cause you think it's going for. I'll make that fucking decision whether or not I think you're deserving of my time. Because my time is my money. I put the time in so I can get the money so I can have it. The more that I give money away, the less time I'm shaving off my own life. Because I just worked for somebody else's profit. How is that not slavery? How is that not slavery? I know it's not, you're not picking cotton out in the hot sun, but it's pretty fucking close. If I don't even get to keep the money that I work for, what do you call it? Maybe it's not all out slavery, but what do you call it? It's not okay. It's not. But you gotta have something. Fine, have something, but don't have that. Figure out a way to not fucking rape every citizen and then say that you're doing a good deed. And then as soon as they beat you, that it's only because you let them. It's not because they tried hard. It's not because that they're good at what they do. They have a talent. I don't know if you heard the speech. He's like, people aren't rich because they're smart. People aren't rich because they work hard. They're rich because they got help from somebody. They're rich because they knew the right people. It's insane to me. I know a lot of hardworking people that don't have any money. Really, because I know a lot of people that don't work hard and they get paid to sit on a fucking couch. I know a lot of those people. They get to swipe a card now and get whatever the fuck they want. They're out there every day. I know a lot of those people, and they are not fucking hardworking. And yet at the same time, you're going to say Bill Gates never worked hard to make the computer? Oh, no, man. You got to thank somebody else for that. No, fuck you. I'm not smart enough to come up with that shit. Somebody else was. They came up with the thing, and they get to be rich now because they figured something out that people need to have and that they're willing to buy. They get to be rich. Being rich is not this fucking evil thing. It should be something people aspire towards, not demonize. I get the whole idea of the shady corporations, Walmart, all this stuff. Having money is not this bad thing. It should be a motivating factor to make something out of your fucking life, and they've taken that away. Every motivating factor as you grow up has been taken away. Like, you can just be a shitty nerd. You can be the lamest person. You won't get bullied now because we're too politically correct. Nobody will beat you up or call you out. So you just go through life being an awful, shitty person. No big deal. You can just suck. Nobody's going to laugh at you because they'll get thrown in jail for harassment, You could have jumped off a bridge. You gotta watch what you say. You gotta watch your mouth. You can't just say what you want anymore. And then when you enter the adult life, you can't even be proud of the fact that you built a business with your own fucking two hands because, one, the money's gonna be taken right out of you in taxes, and then everyone's gonna call you a rich pig. Because there's something to be more proud of being, blue collar. Lower middle class. We're the real dirt of America. That's something to respect. Somebody who just fucking conforms. Yeah, man, I work at Burger King. Full time. I have a shit job and I hate it. That's fucking America right there. You're sitting there working for things and enjoying the benefits. I don't fucking wrap my head around it. And this is the president. The president of the United States. And I know a lot of people on the radio like to do this thing with Obama isn't in line with the American thing. Which it's fucking drivel and I agree. But at the same time, maybe it's true. Maybe he just doesn't fucking understand the point of being in a country like this. The thing we need more than anything else right now is somebody who gets it. Somebody gets, we started this thing so people could do what they want to and not be just living in this insane. This isn't Russia. This isn't China. This is supposed to be way better than that. And obviously, we've gone the wrong way over the past couple decades. It's getting worse. And now this president thinks to save it, we need to go this route? This fucking route where let's tear down the rich people to the level of the poor people. And then that way, it's an even playing field. Everybody's poor, so we all look good. And then there's nothing to aspire to. We'll give benefits to the people who try less as hard. It's no different than not being bullied as a nerd. What motivation do you have to not be a nerd anymore? And then, economically speaking, what motivation do you have to not be poor? If all you're going to do is be taxed and called a piece of shit, it's so much easier to be poor. You get free money. Nobody calls you out for it anymore. Nobody's like, dude, you take money from the government, you're a bad person. Nobody does that anymore because, so many people do it. It's just not a big deal. So what's the motivation to improve yourself, therefore improving the country? If everybody improves themselves, the country improves. If everybody goes down the gutter, so does the country. And right now, the president, he's the best we got. He's the best we got. The president, as far as I'm concerned, is a representation of how smart we are and where we are as everybody, as a people. And if this is what everyone wants to vote for, then that reflects on how fucking stupid we are. Because we decided that's the guy that we want. That's the one that's going to fix it. He lied to our faces, Oh, change. That's a good word, change. We'll put that on a fucking poster. And then I'm black. That's different than the last guy, right? I'm more mellow. You like my personality? I'm a good talker. Vote for me. Do you know what I stand for? No, I just say a bunch of words just like all the rest of them. None of it makes any fucking sense. But let's just be fucking cheap. Let's just vote. Because there's only two choices, right? There's never a third party. Unless you want there to be. Just please, for the love of God, don't fucking vote this year. It's not gonna matter either fucking way. Oh, but Romney, but Obama. Shut the fuck up. They're the same. The country's not gonna be any better or any worse whether or not you put a Romney in this time or you keep Obama in for another 4 years. It's already done for. Unless you have fucking just an awesome extreme guy who can fix it and tell it like it is. We had that guy. His name was Ron Paul. And you guys decided that wasn't okay. Everybody, just the entire mainstream media, every interview was on, he was just fucking attacked by every reporter because he's a nut job. He's crazy. All these crazy ideas of, freedom, even though that's what we were fucking built on. That's a crazy idea. Yeah, it was a crazy idea back then. To the British. It was. And now apparently it's a crazy idea to the regular American people. Being able to fucking do what you want, not have money taken from you. And just always being at war with somebody. That is not what this was intended to be. That's not even close. And you blew that chance because Ron Paul's dead in like 5 years. You blew the chance. If he runs again in 2016, I'll be shocked. So there was a shining chance to fucking save the country and you fucking blew it. And now you get to pick between two of the same person. It's not the lesser of two evils. Don't give me that shit. It's the same of the same. It's two of the same. And don't act like you're fucking picking. I'm important. I made a choice. You didn't. You didn't. You picked the same thing. What they picked for you, and you picked two of the same thing. Nothing has changed from that. You're an idiot if you think it is.